Hello. Ah, 6/19/2012. CthuLhu News. Welcome, YouTubers. Random fuckers who found this across the internet. I don't care. We've got some good ones tonight. I'm sticking with tonight. Yes. Let's just begin with South Africa. This one should be entertaining for some of you, especially those of you in the religious department. South African Labour Union has accused its rival union of using witchcraft to increase its membership. The National Union of Mine Workers, NUM, priceless, is at odds with the Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union. Well, at least theirs doesn't say NUM, AMCU. NUM General... oh, that's a priceless name. NUM General Secretary Franz Balin said he was taking seriously members' reports that AMCU was using witch doctors and multi-traditional medicines to improve their standing within the worker community. Of course, the AMCU officials denied the use of witchcraft or any other means. We uphold Christian principles. We do not use witch doctors. The Secretary Jeff, fuck your last name, it isn't going to be pronounced correctly, of the AMCU said. Now, I may not be the most... you know what? We're going to skip that fun. I am not probably the one to narc on anyone's beliefs. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, they are using witchcraft to increase their membership. Why? It's a very good question. Why? Why do they care? Why do they bother? Why in the hell does anyone still think witchcraft is a viable means of doing anything? Well, I'm sure some of the Wiccans up in New York would disagree with me. But I do not believe they are using their spellcasting to draw in new members. It doesn't seem to make much sense. And if your first go-to thing is claiming your opposition are witches, you may want to pull your ass out of the Dark Ages for 5 seconds and figure out why no one wants to be part of your little club. However, your name NUM is fucking hilarious. Member of NUM. Num. Stupid labor unions in South Africa. You should join AMCU. I hear they have Kool-Aid. Elementary school principal busted for methamphetamines. Ah, yes. Do you remember that when you were in school? I don't. But of course, this is Central Florida. The Central Florida elementary school principal was arrested for allegedly handing out meth and liquid ecstasy to undercover agents. We were wondering why that school had such speedy kids. He was released on bond according to charges. According to the sheriff of the area. Auburn received a complaint that Grover, 43, was providing methamphetamine and GHB, also known as liquid ecstasy, to adults at his home in St. Claude. Now, it's clear that teachers and principals are not being paid nearly enough for this one. Needs to go and sell drugs. Something's wrong here. Why are the educators needing to sell drugs just to make ends meet? I'm not saying that they are doing their job well. In fact, they're doing their job terribly. But let's be honest here. If they need to sell drugs to make ends meet, they are clearly not being paid properly. You would think that an elementary school principal would know better, though. Or at least have a better plan of how to sell the stuff. Maybe not out of his house. Fucking Florida. Oh well. New job opening. Semi-trailer leaks 100 gallons of fuel after duct tape patch fails. Canadian driver finds out the hard way that duct tape is not always the solution to all the world's problems. Now, duct tape does fix a lot of things. But when it comes to a semi-trailer loaded with fuel, it's probably not the best thing to use to stop the leak. Especially when it's holding back 100 gallons of gas. Officials in southern Montana say a Canadian truck driver found out the hard way when tried to stop a fuel leak with all-purpose tape before going to sleep at a truck stop near them. I'm gonna take a nap. Oh wait, my truck leaking. I got a plan. That'll do. Oh, if there was only a giant explosion. It would be glorious. The Livingston Enterprise reports a truck stop employee called Park County firefighters at about 3 a.m. Thursday to report a leak. Fire Chief Dan Babcox? I'm sorry, Dan. Your name is Babcox. Estimates about 100 gallons of diesel fuel leaked from the tractor trailer onto the ground. The truck driver works for a company based in... Fuck you, Canadian name. He says he thought he might have hit something on Interstate 90, but when he stopped at the time, he didn't notice any damage. Clearly, there was a gaping hole in one of the tanks of his truck. He just didn't notice the big gushing blub, blub, blub sound it was making at the time. Still, though, this could have been made better. If only Michael Bay had been nearby, we could have had a big explosion. It would have been fantastic. And we'd have one less dumbass truck driver. Yes. Moving on. Oh, here we go. Charles Marshall accused of having sex with a teddy bear. For the 4th time. Am I reading that right? I am. Why do you even give me this stuff? 4 times? Why a teddy bear? Rather a... Fuck you. You've read this before me. You handed it to me. I've read them. Teddy bear? Sex with teddy bear. More to you. You're weird. Okay. Charles Marshall, of Connecticut, is accused of having sex with a teddy bear for the 4th time in the past 2 years, according to the Smoking Gun. Marshall was arrested Wednesday after employees at a health clinic saw him masturbating with a teddy bear in an alley. Marshall has 3 previous convictions for either public indecency or disorderly conduct with a teddy bear. Marshall. Mr. Marshall. The teddy bear does not want to have sex with you. No one wants to have sex with you. Go kill yourself. Do us all a favor. Fuck's sake. Yes, apparently this man... has a... good God, why is there a word for this? Why is there a word for this? Stop laughing at me. Apparently the man is known as CthuLhu. This is a thing? This is a thing? Why is this a thing? Sorry, I'm yelling at my co-host. This is a thing? God. Apparently, there are some circles where this is a thing. Where grown-ass men have sex with stuffed animals. This hurts me physically and mentally. No word on whether or not the bear came from Bear Workshop or what make or model the bear was. All we know is that it was a teddy bear. I have a picture of him, but it's not really that funny. I would like to see a picture of the teddy bear. Wouldn't you like to see a picture of the teddy bear? Well, it just so happens I may have found the picture of the teddy bear in question. Are you ready? Ew. Ugh. I have seen some fucked up shit in my time, but that was just fucked up. Ugh. Okay, you know what? Let me stick on this one more second. Do not, under any circumstance, sell this man a teddy bear. Under no circumstances. Never do it. Sick fuck. He's just going to take that teddy bear, stick it between his legs, stuff his cock in between its legs, and work it until, well, you know what. Don't do that. Don't let him have a teddy bear. He'll do that. It will be disgusting. And thank fucking God Almighty that it was not a freaking Cabbage Patch Kid. Oh, good Lord, if it was a Cabbage Patch Kid. I'd have to hunt him down, beat him to death with a crowbar. Go Half-Life on his ass. Alright. My curtain's fucked up, but I don't care. Moving right along. Next story is a man with a 100-pound scrotum. That's right. 100-pound scrotum. Apparently, he has been offered a 100-pound scrotum is stuck in my brain. Okay. He's been offered $1 million surgery opportunity by Dr. Asho and has turned it down because he is concerned that he may become castrated after the surgery. You have a 100-pound ball bag swinging back and forth between your legs. It's so massive that you waddle like a duck. Take the fucking surgery. It's not rocket science here, pal. All they have to do is drain the juices that are in your balls. And that's the problem here. He got knocked in the nuts, apparently by his own leg, and it has swollen up to this massive sized thing of disgusting proportions. And now he's terrified that when they go to fix it, they will need to remove the things inside. The reason that he's worried about this is very simple. Because the doctors aren't sure if the things inside have survived the massive juices that have crushed down upon them for the past months. If you wanted to keep your balls, you may. You just may have wanted to get that looked at beforehand. Now, I'm going to show you a couple pictures of this fucker, fix my curtain, and then we'll get back to the next story. And cut. cut. Okay. Control, dude. You. Cut. It's frozen. What do you mean it's frozen? Hit it with a wrench. Fuck's it. Okay, the camera's stuck. That's new. Fuck you, camera. Ugh. Nasty. Did you see the size of those things? I don't want to walk around like that. Good thing someone found a pair of sweatpants with some extra large space in there. Alright, moving on. Doctors in Miami have successfully removed a spear accidentally shot through a teenager's skull during a spearfishing trip. Mr. Teenager, I have some important information for you. It's very, very important. It may keep you alive. If you live in Florida, it is probably not the best idea for you to go spearfishing. For the people who live in Florida are retarded. And I don't mean to insult the Floridians. But you're dumb. A lot of you are dumb. Really, really dumb. So, Mr. Lopez, 16, was in serious condition overnight in Jackson Memorial Hospital. The spear gun accidentally fired as it was being loaded. Oh. 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 He shot himself in the head. He shot himself in the head. Oh, do you have a picture? Oh, yes. Okay. You have been redeemed, sir. Alright. Camera working now? Okay. To the picture. Oh, shot himself in the fucking head with a spear gun. Oh, okay. Doctor said the spear entered his head 5 centimeters above his right eye and came out the back of his skull. Fire rescue tools were used to cut the spear as Lopez could be x-rayed. The rest of the spear was removed in a 3-hour surgery. Doctors said yesterday the spear missed the main blood vessels in the brain. But of course, it did pierce his brain. So now, he, like all the rest of Florida, her brain dead. Oh, God. Shot himself in the fucking head with a spear gun. Oh. Dumb fuck. Specialty dumb fuck. Okay. This has been a special one. I am Raging CthuLhu. I have other videos this week. But these news stories just cheer me up. I have rants coming. Stay tuned. Until then, hit my theme music. I am Raging CthuLhu. This has been CthuLhu News. And if you're laughing, good on you. These fuckers deserve it. Oh, yes. Oh, shot himself in the face with the spear gun. Yes.